What could favor beauty but steal innocence? What could speak equality but embody tyranny? What could advocate peace and act in meanness? The false religion, the false God, the false idol. Speak as thou wilt, yet you are in its service. They were out on the corners constantly, year after year, advocating freedom, diversity, equality, peace, love. And where are we now? Where are we now? The spirit of meanness swims through so many. It's quite shocking. The fear, like rats scurrying into a crowd, to follow, to act in the way that the rest of the group is going for their own safety. It doesn't matter if those actions, those words, counter everything they've been standing on the corner, advocating, writing about on social media, speaking about with friends and family year after year. It doesn't matter if now the unfoldment of those words and actions leads to the opposite. The response is, no, it doesn't. And that's enough. That's enough. Just no, it doesn't. That's enough. There's no inner reflection. There's no desire to know more. There's no consideration. What do these things you've been saying day after day, year after year, what did they really mean? What do we do in the face of this false religion, of this false God and this false idol? I was in church a few years ago. The liturgy had been changed, and I don't know if it was just in that church or if it was our minister. And he, instead of saying the angels and archangels, with the angels and archangels we sing your praises, he said, like in alliance or in allegiance with the morning star, we, in allegiance with the morning star, I'm going to say it's invoked the violet flame over this because I do not consent. And bam, as soon as I heard that, it was like a lightning bolt for me of energy. I immediately in my mind said, I do not consent to this. Because it's commonly referenced that the morning star is Lucifer. Now, I don't care if there's people out there who say the morning star is Jesus, and I really, come on. If you have an example that could be Jesus or Lucifer, why go with it at all? Okay? So, if something by default is thought to be Lucifer, why would you speak it in church? It was really stunning to me. So at that time, I had learned to commune with my inner guidance, my divinely sourced guidance. And I spoke to my guidance and I checked in about it and I said, am I in a church of Satanists? And I got yes. And I said, okay, what percentage of these people are? And I got 25%. 25% of the people, and it's just everybody, the priests, like everybody that was in the service. Okay. And I was in a church where there was a lot of people, like up at the pulpit, right? There was a lot of choir members, and there was all these helpers, on and on. And then, of course, the audience in the church. I was shocked. And so my guidance spoke to me about consciousness versus unconsciousness. And I said, okay, what percentage of these people are participating in this religion unconsciously? And what I got was that the majority of them were participating in Satanism unconsciously, of that 25%. And what was shown to me was that they were following the precepts, the actions. They were speaking all the lines, the precepts, the tenets of that other, quote, religion, that way of acting, without understanding that they were doing so, and in doing so, more and more, further and further, becoming disconnected with God, the Most High, the Creator of the universe. And the thing is that we reach for God. Our heart and our soul reaches for the Most High, no matter who we are. And so, in reaching for God, if we've become lost from the light, our true source, what happens is we cling to tenets that could be a religion. This is what I've learned from living here and watching what has happened. So by advocating the tenets of the religion, but when it comes to standing for what is real, to living it, to acting on it in your life, to speaking it with authority, this is where the rubber meets the road. This is where we are called to our integrity. In the face of all these challenges, rise up that light, that soul from within, in whatever way that is for you. The appreciation you will have for yourself, your human self, is beyond words. It's beyond wisdom. It's beyond knowing in the moment. It's beyond what you can imagine. The eternal grace that this provides in the moment fuels you in a way that enhances one's life, that enhances one's love, and that deepens one's connection with what is truly meaningful, that deepens one's connection with one's own soul. And this, my friends, is an eternal experience, is beyond time, is beyond the moment, and is everlasting. The love you have for yourself in doing so is blessed beyond imagining. The love for you, no matter what your choices, no matter what your mistakes or misunderstandings, is present always. But when we step forth consciously, when we trust that divine impulse coming through us, we meet God in the moment. The experience is dramatic and fantastic. It's like a living flame of the spark of God. And you your human self in the moment ignites, it is indescribable, and it is worth living for. It is worth acting upon, and it is worth speaking about.